So this past week, I actually did something. Made uh, it wasn't severe. It wasn't anything bad, but I did something really positive and yet an extraordinary um, effect. My family. It's like really cloudy outside, and I gotta be aware of cicadas out here, of course. But anyways, I met my ex brother-in-law. Um, like it was, I think it was around a Thursday. It was a Thursday. I went to his house. I was planning on going to his house, and the backstory was originally was my older sister didn't invite neither me or my mom to the graduation, and so um, out of all people, my grandmother invited, not my grandma, my sister invited my uncle, um, which is my mom's older brother, and I mean I was really devastated. Like I couldn't believe she didn't invite me or my mom, and I just felt really devastated, and I felt angry for my mom. So it just led for a sorrowful impact. And by the time my mom told me about it, um, she really got mad. And not she didn't really get mad, but she got like really discouraged, um, left out, and I felt angry for her. I didn't realize my uncle came to town. In all honesty, like I was hurt. I was really hurt, and I don't blame my mom feeling that way. And people just have to go with their natural feelings. You can't really fake out your genuine feelings nowadays. People do that out of, you know, drinking and like smoking weed and any other substance that can stimulate negative effects. I love my sister, but I can't love her that way to the point she holds like a sexual grudge towards me and my mom or others. That's really impactful towards the family. Um, yeah, so I didn't realize my uncle came to town, and it was surprising. I now see why, and now I basically understand why my mom didn't tell me about. She didn't tell me that my uncle came down. It was because my sister had a graduation ceremony. But fast forward, last Thursday, I've looked up stuff online, trying to figure out where my uh, ex brother-in-law lived at, and trying to find where their residence were. And first off, the first residence was incorrect because their previous residence was the other side of town. Couldn't give you the actual residence in public. But when I looked it up online again, they live in a different address, which they don't live too far from us this time, which is the fortunate part. And I took a Lyft or Uber there, and you know, I think it was the grace of God. It was a female Uber driver uh, that was trying to pull up to the driveway. I didn't even ask her to pull up to the driveway. So when she did that, I felt relieved. Um, I really, like, I saw his black, I think it was a Dodge Ram truck. It was a big old Dodge Ram truck, and I saw like a blue Jeep on the right. And like, I felt anxious to meet him. And I saw my nephew, and my nephew's starting to get really tall. And I had like, personally, I did feel like I had a fear of resentment or judgment or opposition because of my sister's ignorance and resentment towards him, and especially towards me. So I took the initiative to, like, bond, like reconnect together again. And I can't like be stranded or left out anymore. I didn't want to feel so remorseful and the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Uh, I don't like loneliness. I don't like uh, abandonment when it comes to family. I just want to acknowledge them that I'm still alive and feeling cared for. So yeah, and that's what I did this past Thursday. I was meant to make a video of it, and I felt really excited, and I made a huge change. A really, really cool, huge change for it. And people need to see their families, be connected, and avoid solitude, and just have like love, and bring back I don't know, just festivity. I mean, I don't know why in the black community or the brown skin community that we tend to, like, be out for themselves instead of, contribute or like have like a family-based activities. And that's what primarily our graduation is all about. It's supposed to be family oriented, not just have one family member there and celebrate your accomplishments. I mean, that's a bit disappointing and, sad. I mean, that don't really seem right, And that's the second time she did that. She even like, we didn't even get invited to her wedding, which was like 2013 or 14, around that time. And, that was out of nowhere. And I was like really upset. Like, why, like, she can be like really overly confidential, really overly confidential, which is not good. Because I don't even know if you're alive or not, or you're dead. Or I just don't know how, like, what's your current, health condition. Because she did have like health problems, and she had like a miscarriage in her family. I mean, my ex-boyfriend, brother-in-law, when we was like talking on that Thursday, he did tell me that something I didn't really know about, that she didn't even tell nor my mom. And just because like I'm your younger brother doesn't mean I'm that obnoxious or don't understand what you're telling me. I mean, I'm almost like 30 years old. Hello. So she can be really egotistical and conceited, which I really don't like. I don't like being around conceited people. And, well, that's the story at hand. But my brother-in-law was telling me about she had a baby, about to have a baby, but unfortunately, apparently it died, it sounded like, because out of nowhere, he told me that called, she called him, and she was like really, really enthusiastic or optimistic, saying that, well, I'm gonna have a kid, and which was weird because she was never that happy towards him. I mean, I know my sister's attitude and her personality from afar, and it's just, I can't even like comprehend what she was like doing. Like, I didn't even know she had a kid, and well, about to have a kid, but she had like health issues. I forgot what he told me, but she did have like a hernia surgery before, a few years back, or several years back. And like, I mean, she's a grown woman. She likes to hold grudges and like be resentful towards others that people didn't even do to her. Then, I mean, that's her life. I mean, she's a grown woman. She can make her own choices, her own options. Um, kick the bucket whenever she wanted to. But she's more than welcome to be with us, unless she changes her attitude. Nobody likes to be around people who has like a low self-esteem and have like jealousy inside. Having jealousy inside is the worst. You really don't want to have like negativity hold inside and think the world's against you, and I mean basically turning back on yourself if you're leaving good people behind or pushing them away. Because me and my mom didn't do nothing to her, or I didn't say anything to her. And sure, I did some silly things, but that doesn't mean I have to be cold about it. But what I'm trying to do is trying to reconnect with my sister, not my sister, but reconnect with my ex-brother-in-law. You know me when I was like 5 or 6 years old. And like, I just felt really relieved when I reconnected with him for the past, I think, like 8 years. Somewhere around there, like, well, it's probably like a little more than that. But, I couldn't like take that pain anymore. I just can't really hold that agony that my sister gave us. And I can't, it was like mind-boggling, and I was trying to avoid the torment I just like went through, because I went through like a traumatizing, I was really traumatized by her judgment when I was like 5 or 6 years old. Physical and mental judgment, and because as a kid, you're a 6-year-old kid, you're actually vulnerable to her obligations. Like, because my sister was just straight bossy, and like whenever my mom is not home, like it's just plain mental torment. I haven't told my mom about this yet, and she did like the same thing. Like my ex brother-in-law was telling me about, like she only did the same thing to my nephew, and like you have to ask to get food or ask to get something, and you have like that assumption or that fear she'll say no, and like sometimes like a 6-year-old kid, you acknowledge those, and you'll never get a yes from that, and it was like toxic. It was just plain toxic energy. But when he took me home, we had that conversation in the car while I just told you in this video. He did actually tell me about like he would have saw like the torment, or the like the if he would have saw like the issues that my sister was like coming towards me with, you would have stopped it. You would have basically stopped, the bossy attitude, and the mental abuse and the physical abuse, because no 6-year-old or child had to go through that, or definitely mainly be a slave. Just basically be a slave to her torment, or her favors. Like, what kind of 6-year-old need to do favors for? I never understood that. I mean, let kids be kids, and like, I don't know, I just like favor having like a male mom in my life than a woman, like a female grown mom in my life now. Because females are really doing too much. They really are. They really, really are. So, that being said, I actually did something really, I made a positive impact. Some things you have to like make a change and adapt, and you have to, reconnect with people who are more than happy to see you advance or see you happy. Not the people that like want to bring you down and push you away. I've been pushed away many of times in my family affairs, and like, what the hell? A lot of like biological counterparts in the family don't want to see you succeed, and that's really bad and venomous. That being said, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I had to tell this story, and I hope you like it. Definitely subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna probably do like a DJ mix session tonight. Well, I gotta do one now because I have to upload it, and my internet session is down, so it's gonna be pre-recorded. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.